Hello, how's everyone doing today? Alan, Dale, MBIA, Facebook group. Um, if you could unmute yourself and put on the video so we could just do a check-in here, um, if you're available. Dale, are you there? So I hope everyone's had a great week. We're gonna start with a meditation. I'm just gonna look at the chat over there. Oh, Dale says she has a different computer that has no microphone or camera. That's all right. So this is going to be a largely virtual class. We're going to start with a meditation. We're going to review some of the postures we learned about last week to open up our upper body. And we're going to introduce some new things today, some more lower leg stuff. And we're going to explore week 3 of the Hero Project concept, and that's the power of a smile. So that's choosing to smile, choosing positivity, choosing your mindset versus being unaware. So we're going to get that all started. We're going to find a nice spot on your mat. I have my mat set up right there for you all to see. I'm going to be doing a lot along with you today. We're going to do a gentle practice to begin. So we're going to lay down on our mat in Shavasana, arms at your side, palms facing up. Close your eyes. Just to eliminate any unnecessary distractions. Noticing the sound you are about to hear. So as you lay here in Shavasana, noticing your breath, one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. How are you breathing? From where does your breath originate? Where does your breath travel to? And on the exhale, what does that look like? And if you haven't already begun to do so, transferring into your diaphragmatic breath that we learned about in week 1. Breathing into our lower abdomen, feeling the belly rise like a balloon inflating, and on the exhale, the belly falls. Legs remaining long in Shavasana, feet flop open, arms at your side, palms facing up. But if you have back issues, maybe it's a bit more relieving to have your soles of the feet on the floor. So give one or the other a try, and we're just going to breathe here. Whenever the mind begins to wander, which it will, just returning to the sensation of the breath, feeling the air enter in through the nose, passing through the nasal cavity, sending it to the lower lobes of the lungs. Feeling the abdomen inflate, expanding like a balloon. And on the exhale, the belly falls, heart melting, sinking into the mat, sinking into the floor. So we're going to do a coherence breathing technique right now. So as our belly rises and falls, we're going to bring attention and awareness also to our heart. On our next inhale, we're going to inhale in all that love and positivity being sent to billions around the world right now. Take that in. And on the exhale, sending that love, that positivity, those well wishes onward and outwards, because know that those are coming to you always. Inhale, feeling the belly rise, feeling yourself inflate with air, but also inflate with love and positivity through the heart. And on the exhale, as the belly falls, sending that out, because we are in abundance. Just stay with that.
we're gonna have you mute your audio for right now. But you can just listen to what he's saying, okay?
How do I mute it?
Whenever the mind begins to wander, bring it back to your breath.
I could hear him.
Feeling expansive.
Does that
I will
mean,
mute you from
And
this
on the
end.
exhale, relax.
wondering whether or not if he hears me though?
Yes, so I'm gonna mute you.
How do I mute?
Nowhere to be, nothing to do. Be here now. In union with the breath, body, the mind, the gravity pressing down on you, my voice coming through the speaker, connecting with it all in one, in unison, yoga. And then bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet close to the glutes, and then just rocking from side to side. Not needing to have a goal in mind, not, I want my knees to be here. Just allow yourself to move as is needed at the speed that feels good for you. Try to slow it down. How does it feel to slow things down? There's nowhere to be but now. No rush. As you stay with your belly breath, week one, as you stay with our open posture, shoulder blades under the heart open chest, as we stay with taking in that positive vibration, taking in a good vibration, sending it out, using our three tools together. Here, now. And then when you've evened that out side to side rock, just bring your knees back to the center. Right knee to your chest, 10 fingers interlaced behind your hamstring, so behind your thigh, or over top of the shin, just below the knee. And then allow your left leg to extend long. Chin is on the floor, throat choked. Breathing is normal through the nose. Take your knee out to the side, wrap your thigh around your rib cage, and then bring your right knee into your chest, right shoulder over top, right knee over top of your right shoulder, keeping those 10 fingers interlaced. Shoulders relaxed. Shoulder blades under the heart, elbows reaching to the hips. Breathe. Notice your breath. Noticing your body expanding on the inhale, and on the exhale, relaxing the shoulders, the face. As you breathe into the belly, taking in those good vibes in through the heart, and on the exhale, relaxing into your open posture, safe, secure, no threat, peace. And then beginning to make circles with your right knee, clockwise, counterclockwise, big looping circles with your knee, exploring the full range of mobility in your right hip socket. Using one hand or using two, allow the leg to be relaxed. And when that feels balanced, redraw your right knee to the center. Do a few pulses, pulling in on the inhale and on the exhale, relax, and just pulsing that a few on your own. squeezing as you exhale. And then release your right leg long, arms long, just noticing your shavasana, just noticing any differences in the body. When we tried this last week, Dale was noticing one side feels longer than the next, and likely so with you as well at home. And just notice and let that go, realizing the thoughts that populate between the ears. They're simply thoughts. You can let them go, returning to your breath, returning to your taking in that good vibration in through the heart, and on the exhale, sending it on out. Aware of the energy we take in, aware of the energy we put out. And then bring the left knee to your left shoulder, 10 fingers interlaced. If you remember, take the opposite grip. If you don't remember, take what is not normal. Creating new normals. 10 fingers interlaced, just below the knee. Take the knee out to the side, out and around the rib cage, and then draw the left knee into the left shoulder. Deep breath in through the nose, feeling the belly rise. And on the exhale, relax the shoulders, elbows towards the hips, pull harder on the left knee. And then freeze it there, not needing to pull, just freezing it there. With each exhale, how can you relax a little bit more? What can you let go of a little bit more? Maybe it's some tension in the jaw, or maybe it's that lingering thought, or maybe it's tension in the hip, a fear to let go. Surrender. Surrender here, surrender now. Sending those signals of safety to the brain with your breath, with your open posture, and with your choice to take in that positive vibration, take in that positivity, take in that light. Let go if that doesn't serve you. And then beginning to make circles with your left knee, clockwise, counterclockwise, big looping circles. Maybe we're a bit tighter than normal, more seated, or maybe not. Just observe. Big looping circles, using one arm or the other to guide the knee. Making this movement feel good for you. Remembering to breathe. Remember the energy you're taking in. Aware of the energy you're putting out. Open. Receptive. And then draw your left knee back to the left shoulder, taking it through a few pulses, synchronizing with your breath or not. Whatever feels good for you, remembering to breathe. Inhale, expanding. Exhale, pull your left knee deeper to your left shoulder. See how far you can get that knee down. And then hold it there. Relax the hips, relax the face. Soften for one breath. At the end of the next exhale, sending your leg back out long. Legs long, arms long, palms facing up, shoulder blades under the heart, wide open. Breathe. When the mind begins to wander, choosing the present, choosing to let go of those thoughts, those feelings, those anticipations, being here. Being now, bringing your knees to your chest, grab over top of your legs or behind if you're unable to. Behind, or if you can, over top, grabbing your fingers, your wrists, your forearms, your elbows, whatever option is available to you. Head is on the floor, chin is tucked, throat is choked, breath is normal. On the inhale, notice your expansion. And on the exhale, spine a little lower on the floor, relaxing with that exhale. Inhale, expanding. Exhale, relax. Observe the progress. Good, rocking side to side, side to side, side to side, side to side. And then flush your legs long from a folded pose. Flush your legs long, arms at your side, palms are facing up. Breathe. Good. We're gonna take a pose called a new pose. We did these all last week, and we're adding on some. We're learning some new stuff this week. First, before we get more onto the legs, we're gonna stretch into our side body with a Banasana stretch, boomerang pose. So you're gonna staple your hips down on the floor. Your hips are not gonna move. You're gonna walk your heels on over to the right without your hips lifted. Find your limit. It's there. And then keeping your hips still, you're going to walk your shoulder blades over to the right. Your arms overhead. Spreading your arms as wide as you need. So maybe your arms are like field goal posts. Maybe they're straighter depending on your mobility. Hips stay on the floor. Feeling a stretch all along our left side of the body. We're looking like a half moon boomerang stretch. Head is on the floor. Breathing is normal. Just like you put in the reps to get bigger biceps by doing bicep curls, or stronger legs by repetitions of squats, getting better at being here now by practicing to let go of the thoughts. It's very normal for those thoughts, that thinking to come up. And this is our practice. This is our reps of acknowledging, oh, hello, and then letting it go, returning to the present, expanding on the inhale, exhale, relaxing. Redrawing attention to your breath in through the nose, feeling your body expand, lower lobes up. And on the exhale, sinking into the floor, the mat. And then walk your shoulder blades back to the center. Walk your legs back to the center. Maybe you grab the side of the mat and just refine your center. And then back in Shavasana, arms at your side, palms facing up, belly rise, belly falls, heart melting. Then we'll take it to the other side. We'll glue our hips down. We'll walk our legs on over. We'll walk our legs on over to the left side. And then arms overhead, arms like field goal posts or straighter, depending on your mobility, but shoulders relaxed on the floor. And then walking your shoulder blades over to the left. Again, keeping the hip down, feeling this gentle stretch all alongside the right side of your body. How are you breathing? Whenever we take a new now, just ask. Do that system check. How's my breath? How's my posture? How's my vibration? Find here, find now with those tools. Redrawing attention to the breath when the mind wanders, putting in those reps of being mindful, being present, aware of the breath, aware of our posture, aware of the vibration. Relax. Feeling the air brush against the nasal cavity, expansive in the breath. And on the exhale, like ice melting, relaxing into the side body stretch. And then slowly allow yourself to reorientate to the center. So bring your legs back, bring your upper body back, maybe grabbing the side of the mat, refinding your center. And just observing Shavasana, arms at your side, palms facing up. How are you breathing? Nowhere to be, always here, always now. Belly expands, relaxing. Bend both your knees, bring the soles of the feet close to your glutes. And we're gonna do a really great stretch for the hip. Supine pigeon stretch. Right leg up to the sky. And then we're gonna place our right ankle on the front of our left thigh. Right hand presses into the right knee. This may be enough for you. This may be giving you plenty of stretch. Breathe here. Left palm up. Head on the floor. Breathing. Where can you relax? With each exhale, softening a little more. And then bringing your left knee to your left chest, 10 fingers interlaced behind your hamstring or on the shin, just below the knee. For a really great hip stretch, we'll stay here for a couple minutes. It is on the floor, chin is tucked. 10 fingers interlaced behind the thigh, or if it's available to you, over top of the shin, just below the knee. Keeping your right ankle slightly flexed, toes towards your right shin. Left ankle relaxed. Shoulders relaxed, face relaxed. Finding stillness in the storm. And maybe the storm for you right now is quiet. We're not used to quiet. So learning to find comfort there, comfort in just the being, the non-doing. Reps, put in the reps here, now. Then slowly releasing your grip on your next exhale breath. And we'll take it to the other side. So right leg up, right leg down, and then the other leg up, left leg up. Left ankle over the thigh, just below the knee. Left hand pressing into the knee, feeling an opening. Even in this gentle stretch, where are you holding tension? Where can you relax? Preparing ourselves to be at ease. One action, this arm pushing into the leg, but everything else is relaxed. Just using the minimum action to be where we are. Then if you'd like to take it deeper, you can interlace your 10 fingers behind your hamstring or over top of the shin, just below the knee. For reclined pigeon stretch. Figure 4. You can keep engaged in your left ankle, toes and dorsiflexion towards the left shin, and relax the right foot. Just slight engagement in that left ankle to help protect the left knee. Everything else relax. Always bringing it back to the breath when the mind wanders. Staying here. Gently releasing the grip. Left sole in the air, and both feet down. And just see how the hips feel now. Just gentle rocking from side to side. Maybe the hips are a little looser, or maybe a lot looser than when we first tested this out. And then extending the legs long, arms long. Shavasana, breathe here. Inflating as you breathe in, and on the exhale, relaxing. And then moving over onto your right side, using your right arm as a pillow. Fetal pose. We'll stay here for a while. This is nice and relaxing. As if you're about to take the most calm, most peaceful nap. Get real comfortable on your side, knees close to the chest, elbows towards the knees, but in a comfortable place. And connect what it feels like to breathe into your back body now. Inhale, feeling the back body expand as the belly continues to inflate. And on the exhale, relaxing. What does relaxation feel like to you? And on the exhale, how could you allow yourself to relax into a deeper place? And then slowly rolling over onto your stomach and taking crocodile pose. So now we're laying on our stomach, our forearms are stacked or our palms stacked. And we're going to be breathing into fully our back body now. Noticing the expansion of the belly on the floor, and on the exhale, softening deeper, melting. Okay, moving into our upper body for a bit. A review of some of the key postures from last week that I really like to open our posture. We move into a scorpion stretch. So our right arm will be long at our right shoulder level, palm on the floor. Right ear down on the mat. The left hand into the floor. Push into the floor and step your left leg over your right leg. The leg could be long, leg stacked, or leg sole on the floor, knee to the ceiling. Opening your left chest to the ceiling. Breathe here. Options, we could bring our arm on our side body. We could bring it behind our back, palm facing away from us. We could reach our arm into the sky, deepening the stretch, pulling the shoulder blades. Or just where we began. Remembering to breathe. Redrawing attention to the breath. And on the exhale, rolling over onto your chest, and we'll take it to the other side. So now our left arm will be at shoulder level. Right hand close to the chest, left ear down. Press into the floor and step your right leg over your left leg. Left knee to the ceiling, or legs stacked, or legs long, whichever is appropriate for you. And just breathing here. Opening your right chest to the ceiling. You'd like to explore options if you forgot. Arm on your leg or behind your back, palm facing away, or opening up wide. Different variations. That might feel nice for you. I like just this beginning version. Building a foundation rooted in your breath, an open posture, taking in good energy, letting go good energy. Letting go what doesn't serve us. And then rolling over onto the chest. And taking Sphinx pose, elbows underneath your heart, elbows underneath your shoulders, chest open, lengthen through the spine. Sphinx pose. Ensure the elbow is right underneath the shoulder, lengthening from the pelvis through the sternum. Breathe. And then beginning to do some mobility of the neck, chin up, and down. And then taking it from side to side, wringing out your spine, vertebra by vertebra. Good. And when that's balanced, bring your hands close to your chest, legs long. We'll do a few of our cobras from last week. Inhale, rising up, strengthening your low back, and exhale, lowering down. So we're not pressing on your hands. We're using your low back strength exclusive. Inhale, cobra. And then keeping the arms squeezed like grasshopper legs, cores engaged, press the floor away from you. And send your hips back to your heels, child's pose. Head is below the heart. Arms are long, walk your fingertips forward. Breathe here, child's pose. A nice, refreshing, relaxing pose. fresh oxygen getting to our brain. Noticing your body expand on the inhale and on the exhale, relaxing. Whenever the mind begins to wander, just bring it back to awareness of the now. Be the observer of what is happening here. And then the chin is tucked, round at the spine, low back, mid back, upper back, open the heart. Upward dog. And on the exhale, tuck your chin down, rounding down vertebrae by vertebrae. Moving down. And just flowing through that on your own. Like an ocean wave. And then on the next up dog, hold it there. Looking over the right shoulder, the left shoulder, feeling the hip shift. Bringing out the spine. And then tucking your toes under. Taking it into a plank. And then from your plank to down dog. Walking out your heels, right and left. Right and left. Pressing your hands forward. Balls of the feet pressing back. Down dog. Inhale through the nose, and on the exhale, relaxing, tension, tearing your mat, hands forward, balls of the feet pressing back. And then lower onto your knees, tabletop, rocking forward and back. We'll now stretch our wrists. Finding your tabletop, hands underneath your knees, hands underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. We'll bring our back of our right hand down and we'll sit back to our heels. Feeling that stretch in your wrists. And then the other side, back the left hand down and sitting back. Feeling that stretch in your left wrist. Remembering to breathe. Finding calm in this storm here. And then bring it back. Now we're going to screw our hands into the floor so the pits of the elbows are forward. And then relax. Screw the hands in, pits of the elbows forward, spine long. And then relax them, pits of the elbows facing each other. Screwing the hands in, pits of the elbows forward. And then send your hips back, elbows to your knees. Elbows out to the side, pits of the elbows facing each other. Screwing the hands in, Pitch the elbows forward, and then sitting your hips back, out to the side. Screwing the hands in, pitch the elbows are facing forward, all 5 fingers gripping the mat, and then sending it back. One more time, out to the side, pitch the elbows facing each other, screwing the hands in, shoulder blades back. And then we'll do the opposite. We'll bring the elbows out, pitch the elbows facing each other, circling elbows to knees, and then the pitch the elbows are forward. Pits of the elbows facing each other, elbows out, around, elbows center, pits the elbows facing forward, pits the elbows facing each other, out to the side, screwing it around, pits forward. Good. Stepping your knees together, and then sitting your hips back to your heels, Japanese style seat. We'll loosen out our wrists. We'll wave our wrists, one elbow up, the other elbow down like an ocean wave. Good, shake out the wrists. Circle them out. And then refine your tabletop. So we're going to do another hip opener here. We're going to bring our sole of the foot to the ceiling. Try to keep your hips square. And then we'll take our knee out to the side, like a fire hydrant. And then knee to elbow, and then knee to the center. That's one rotation. And we'll do that again. You can tuck your left toe under if that gives you grip and support. So, all the foot to the ceiling. Right knee out to the side. Knee towards the elbow, and then back to the center under your hip. One more time. Up, out, forward, back. We'll do the opposite. So we'll bring our knee to our elbow. We'll open our knee out to the side. We'll kick our heel to the ceiling, and then we'll bring our knee forward. Again, knee to the elbow, to the side, the ceiling, forward. One more. You're really feeling that mobility in the hip. Ooh, that feels nice. Challenging. Let's do the other side. Left sole up, out to the side, to the elbow, to the center, to the ceiling, to the side, to the elbow, to the center. One more. To the ceiling, to the side, to the center. Opposite, to the elbow, to the side, to the ceiling, to the center. Elbow, side, center, ceiling. One more. Slow it down. Good. Tall, one hand on the heart, one hand on the chest. Breathe in. Exhale, relax. Inhale. Out through the mouth and the nose. Inhale. Slowing down that. That was probably pretty hard. Okay, we're going to come forward onto our stomach. And we're going to bring our right knee out to the side for half frog. Right knee out to the side, toes out. Frog. And then we'll bring our hands on top of each other. We'll bring our right ear down for a gentle stretch of the neck as well here. If that's unavailable, you can just have your forehead down, stacking your fists, on making a pillow for your head or using an actual pillow or doing a twist. Redrawing attention to your breath if it wandered. And then bring yourself back up. Switching your legs, this time your left leg out to half frog. Knee out to the side, ankle 90-degree angle, right leg long, and then just stacking your fists for your hands. Eyes the opposite direction to the leg. Then if that's difficult, just have the head center. Breathe here. When the mind is one, just bring it back to your breath, feeling your expansion of the back body. And on the exhale, softening, melting in. And then as you come up, just noticing like you're stopping in Sphinx pose because it's such a great position, such a supported position that our body will naturally want to get into Sphinx as we make our way out of the pose. Hands close to the chest, again into Cobra, inhale. Cobra rise, press into the floor, hips go back, tuck your toes under, and then rounding up the spine, up dog, down dog, pedaling it out, right and left, right and left, right and left, right and left, and then holding the dog for 3 breaths. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose, hands pressing forward, balls of the feet pressing back. And then coming forward into tabletop. And then taking a seat. Legs out front, forwards. Legs out front, soles of the feet forward. And then just rocking side to side. Windshielding your legs. Side to side rock. Good. We're going to come into deer pose. Left shin forward. Right shin to the side. So left shin forward, right shin to the side. Getting your hips square as you can. If you need assistance, you could use pillows underneath you to help get your hips even. And just hold it here. Your hands could be on your knees, chest proud, shoulder blades back. Breathe. Deer pose. Then on the next inhale, create space in the spine. And on the exhale, turn and twist your torso over your left thigh. Inhale up, and then on the exhale, fold forward. And then we're just gonna shear away in this left hip, creating some space there. Good. And when that's balanced, you could bring yourself to the center and just noticing how you feel in the air. Maybe your hips sink a little deeper, mine do. And then we'll switch it to the other side. We'll bring our right shin forward and our left shin to the side for deer, opposite way. Our laces could be down on the left foot, or the ankle could be at a 90-degree angle, whichever feels better for you. Finding your deer. Hips are square, so using pillows or a blanket if you need to help you find square hips. Nice to use props. Breathe here. Find comfort. Hands are on your knees. Open your heart. Shoulder blades back. Proud. Finding stillness in this storm. Storm being created in your left hip. Also just being still. Letting thoughts go. Whenever the mind wanders, bring it back to the breath. Inhaling, spine lengthening, creating space for the lungs to inflate. And on the exhale, relaxing the face, relaxing the shoulders. Inhale, take it up. On the exhale, over to the right, facing your right square over your right leg. And on the exhale, coming on down and then just scraping there, creating space. Keeping long in the spine. If you find a spot that's tight, don't avoid it. Like, work it out. Stay there. That's where you need to be. And then when you're ready, coming back to the center. Good. Hips nice and warm. Moving towards our peak. Couple more postures. We're gonna do our frog. We did half frog. Now we're gonna do our full frog. So we're gonna come lengthwise on our mat, so it's nice for the knees. This time, both our legs will be in that frog position. Heels out, toes out. 90-degree angle to that ankle. Knee in line with your hip. So not sacrificing form for depth. So keeping your knee in line with your hip, sliding your legs out. And you can making your way down onto your forearms or a pillow. Ensuring that the knees are in line with your hips. It's a very deep stretch. With each exhale, relaxing a little more into this deep stretch. Frog. How could you relax? Let the knees widen just a little more, but keeping the knees and the hips in alignment. Using any prop that's necessary. Stillness. Redrawing attention to the breath if it has wandered. And then very slowly rising up. Take your time. This is like a very deep stretch. So like in slow motion as you exit. And then we'll make ourselves into a tabletop, into a plank, into a down dog, pedal out the heels. And then bring your right knee towards your right wrist. Right knee by your right wrist. Left leg long, laces down. Pigeon stretch. The right ankle could be towards the left wrist, or mine is more towards the center line. So it's a little easier on the knee. Inhale, create space, and on the exhale, looking over the right shoulder. The leg straight behind you, looking over the left shoulder. You just bring it outside to side. Right, left, right, left. Squaring your hips. Again, using props. If you need props like pillows or blankets, you can stuff it where it needs to be. Inhale up, and on the exhale, lowering down. You can stack your fists, you got a pillow, in the floor, wherever you need. Create a nice strong thing. Expanding your breath. Exhale, relaxing. And then slowly rise up into your tall pigeon. Tuck your back toe under. Step it back, down dog, walk it out. And then bring your left knee towards your left wrist. Right leg long, chest lifted, looking over your right leg. Over your left leg. Side to side, bringing out the spine, getting that leg straight behind you. And then your hips square to in front of you. Inhale, rise up, and on the exhale, lowering down. Inhale, rising up. Back toe tuck under, step it back, walk it out. And then make your way into your tabletop and then onto your back. Knees to the ceiling, soles of the feet close to the floor. We'll walk our hands towards our heels. Shoulder blades under the heart. We'll inhale, we'll press our knees forward and we'll lift our hips up, bridge pose. Our 10 fingers, if they're available, they interlace underneath us. Or they could just stay there. Palms facing up, shoulders under the heart, open in the chest. Knees forward, hips lifting up. And on the exhale, lowering down. So now you're just going to go on your own. You're going to find your edge of comfort. Stay a little longer. Get uncomfortable. Find that fight or flight or rise into the chest. And then using your breath and taking in that positive energy. Finding calm. So give that a shot. Inhale, knees forward, hips rise up, shoulder blades under the heart, palms facing the ceiling, or interlacing your 10 fingers underneath you. And then just holding it here as long as you can while maintaining your calm breath. And then lowering if you haven't already. And just doing that a few, inhaling, rising up, exhale, lowering, rising up, exhale, lowering. Hands are on the floor, palms up or down, whichever feels better for you. Always coming up with those knees and the hips up. Good, and then taking yourself down, soles of the feet like to the outer edges, and then allow the knees to collapse inwards. A nice relaxation here. Arms at your side, palms are facing up. The feet are on the outside of the mat, and then the knees are in the center. Nice release of the low back there. And then bring your breath, attention back to your breath. If you've lost it, inhale, belly rise. Exhale, relaxing. And then bring your knees to your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze as we started. Rocking side to side rocking. And then holding here and folded. Chin is tucked, throat is choked. Inhale, belly rise as we begun. And on the exhale, tailbone relaxes. And since we're hugging yourself, give yourself a compliment right now. Thank you for showing up and spending this last 1 hour physical practice, attending to the mind, the body, the spirit. Thank you for doing your best. Thank you for whatever that is. A little more. Inhale, feeling the belly rise, and on the exhale, relaxing, settling into peace, feeling abundant, whole, full. And then allow the legs to extend long, arms long. And then we conclude this physical practice as we begun by connecting with not only our belly breath, but with our heart coherence breathing. Inhale, feeling the belly rise as we fill ourselves up, not only with air, but positivity, peace, love, whatever that is you need to be taking in right now. Take it in. Billions around the world are sending prayers, well wishes to the world, to you. Take that in. And on the exhale, send that out. As the belly falls, send that out. Send those good vibes out, along with everything that does not serve you. Being here, being now. And once you've connected with that heart breathing, that belly breathing, you just return your arms to Shavasana and just stay here. And we'll stay here for the next couple minutes of just breathing in Shavasana. Whenever the mind wanders, bring it back to your breath. Deep in through the nose, belly rise. And on the exhale, the belly falls. If the mind has wandered, draw it back to the breath, deep in through the nose, feeling the sensation of the air passing through the nasal cavity, inhaling, lungs filling from the lower lobes up. And on the exhale, relaxing, softening, releasing. Here now. Be here now. Repeat in your head or out loud. I am here now. Few times. I am here now. I am here now. One more time. Believe it. Know it. You are. I am here now. Relax. Exhale. Rolling over onto your right side, using your right arm as a pillow. Connecting with your stillness one last time here in fetal pose. Eyes are closed. Inhale, back body expand. Exhale, soften. What does stillness, what does peace, what does calm look like to you? And on the next exhale, allow yourself to find that place from within. Inhaling, feeling the back body expand. Exhale, relaxing, bringing yourself back into the now. Rolling over onto your hands and knees and finding yourself in a seat. So welcome back, everyone. I hope that was a nice practice. It's hard not having any faces to talk to. So hopefully next week I can see you back on there, Dale. We get your computer sorted out. It was great to have you on board. So this week we did a review of our first 2 weeks and we expanded on that. We brought awareness to the power of our posture, upper low breathing versus lower low breathing, fight or flight versus rest, relax. Then we brought awareness to the messages we send to our brain via our posture. Open posture that we're safe versus closed posture that we're scared. And then we added on today the concept of the power of a smile, the power of choosing our vibration, the energy put out and that we also take in. So research shows when we smile, we change the way we experience reality. But you don't need to be walking around all day like a Cheshire cat. You can smile with your eyes, you can smile with your heart. Even just being aware of the energy you're putting out to the world changes the way we experience the world. And then just remembering that we are in abundance, staying with that positive mindset. Billions around the world are sending you love, peace, prayer, positivity. So that's up for you up in the air for you to grab always. So take that in, take in whatever you need, and on the exhale, send that back out just to reinforce that abundance that we are, that abundant mindset versus our scarcity mindset, our positive mindset versus our negative, our open posture versus our closed, our belly breath versus our short, shallow breathing. These are all choices. Last week, we got a bit more into the journaling, and I'm just going to give you a journaling exercise to close. So to end the day, we talked about morning journaling, the morning pages. We're going to talk about, thank you, Alan. We're going to talk about a journaling practice to end the night. So to end the night, I challenge you tonight to write 3 things, 3 celebrations of your day, 3 things that went really well about your day, 3 things that you appreciate, that you're happy for. And then don't only just write it down, but why that made you feel good. Write down the why that made you feel good. And then just take a moment to close your eyes and get into that feeling. So let's try that now. Write down one thing. It's not the end of the day, but half the day has gone by. Write down one thing that has been successful for your day. So maybe successes, you made your bed. Maybe you did this call. Write down one win of your day so far. And then once you write that down, just take a look at it Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, close your eyes and just put yourself back in that place, how you felt there. Likely present, satisfied, happy. And then just bring yourself back. So that's a great journaling exercise. I challenge you to end your day with today. 3 things, 3 celebrations about your day. And then 1 thing that you wish you would have done today, but you didn't do. But you write it as if you did it. And I challenge you to do that too right now. So I want you to write down something that you wish you've had done today, but you haven't yet done. But write it down as if you have done it. So maybe that's, I found a comfy spot in my room, sat on a pillow, covered myself in my favorite blanket, and meditated for 5 minutes. And I felt calm, I felt peaceful, I felt relaxed. Be really detailed in what you wish you would have did but didn't do. And then maybe that will make you more likely to do that the next day, or maybe this afternoon. So write down that thing that you wish you would have done today. Write it down kind of in detail. Close your eyes. Feel that. What does that feel like to have completed that? And then maybe you could spare some time to do that during your day today. So yeah, and Alan challenges himself to go outside and jog. So that's something he wished he would have done today, but the day's still ahead of us. So go ahead and seize the day. Thanks you everyone for joining. We'll be back next week. Week 4, where we further explore the powers we have. The power of our breath, the power of our posture, the power of our vibration. And next week we learn a bit more about the power of the now, being present. And you have all the tools you need to get on that now. Be here now. Thank you all.